What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? Happy Tuesday. Speaking of, I gotta remember it's Tuesday. We get the Steam Tuesday here in a few hours. But anyway, wanted to jump in and get a little grind going. I've got Spooktacular Bay unlocked, and as you see by my little pirate skeleton on a treadmill, or pumpkin pirate on a treadmill. Um, I did make it to 35 on that one. It's actually quite easy. Was kind of shocked. In addition to that, now that I've got the Warden added in, using some Warden defenses, I've been able to do Ruthless Royal Gardens Pure strategy as well. I only ran it once last night, so I haven't tried like a higher end start or anything yet. But we're going to try that here today. But first things first, let's jump in and do a little Spooky Bay. I actually got a decent little wizard on my first run. I got that one, but I want to try to farm a better one, of course. But I mean, that guy rolled with all the sides, for a DPS monk. Speaking of, at some point, I'm gonna have to level my initiate up and make her the aura builder, and then I'll have a tower booster and a hero booster. But yeah, let's get in and let's start off with a little Spooky Bay today. Let's see if we can find it here. Where are you, Spooky Bay? I really want to get a higher end Maga Citadel going as well. I mean, a bunch of these maps. Omenak, obviously Infested. I think now that I've got a little bit of stat going, I could probably... Let's try a Wave 23 start. I could probably start breaking into some infested quality maps. Or more infested quality maps, I should say. I've got a couple of them going now. Oops. Let's try a Wave 23 start and see how it goes. And maybe I'll get lucky and get some loot here. We will find out. I gotta make sure I'm not in the middle of like a Royal Gardens run or whatever when 4 o'clock rolls around. Actually, do we need to... I don't think I need to get the buff beam all the way up there. I think I can go with a smaller one. And just make sure I'm hitting those auras. Not sure if I need those reflect beams either, but I have been doing them just as a precaution. Can't see why it would hurt. And I've been using minion walls here. I haven't been using a lot of minions, but I've been going like this, like completely block this area. Then can't fit quite as many in this doorway, but... And I've just been going with that. Not a ton of DU or MU spent, but seems like that's been good enough. And then what? We'll get... I got mixed emotions on the clouds here, but they do seem to do pretty well. I feel like they might get more shots off. Gonna do some Spooky Bay here on Nightmare to farm some little wizards and maybe some pumpkin skeletons. And then probably going to do pure strategy, ruthless throne room, or pardon me, royal gardens for some armor. Is the plan anyway. Did I put one this way yet? I'm not sure if I did. I've been going a little DST crazy on the map. I'm not sure if that's quite necessary. 1 DU short of being able to put down another one. Well, what else could I do instead? Oh, a golem. I forgot a golem. Not enough DU for a golem. We need 8 for that. I think I screwed up the apprentice towers. Let me redo those. I have been using 6 DSTs, I think, but I think I may have put an extra one there. Let's see, let's try this again. Crap. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Got 3 to 4K. Where would you farm now? I personally would go to Coastal Bazaar. Oh my god, it did it again. Jesus, what the hell? I can't seem to get these things put down right now. Is it because of where I'm standing and the camera angle? It did it again. I'm just going to put the LTs over here. I can throw a golem on top of that. There we go. Yeah, and that leaves 7 for the golem. Is the golem 7? Or is it 8? It's 8. Alright, well, I'm just going to get rid of one of the LTs. No, it's not letting me put the golem on it. I guess we can go with the golem here. I really wanted the golem on the other side, but... And then what? We can go with a nature pylon. Actually, you know what? With a nature pylon... Shit. I am just derping the shit out of this one. With a nature pylon fully upgraded, would it have enough range to hit everything if I put it like in the middle? I don't know, we can try it out. Mr. Lorenthal, what's up? So which should I derp there? The Ensnare Aura? There we go. We got 1 DU left over. We'll just leave that alone. Let's get a few upgrades in. Did I already grab that one? Those pumpkin skeletons can roll pretty nice, it seems like, but they are level 100 required. So I've actually only got 1 hero I could use it on. I'll just throw in some aura ups. Few random ups there. Few random ups there. Mark, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome, welcome. I think it was on a washboard video I saw a really helpful idea, and that was to take your summoner that has a monk guardian for the range boost and place it over here. That way it hits that aura outside, the aura on the other side of the map there, and then that makes it cover the core. All right. Actually, I don't want that one on my second, though. I want that one on my third. Let's get rid of those. On my second, I'm going to throw down a tower booster. And then on my third, I'll throw in that monk guardian booster. and park it over here, and then, you know, I can just bring in the fourth with just a regular old huntress slash apprentice guardians, and put those on those towers. And I think that will get me started. Let's see how it goes here. With this weapon, you know, I really need to get one of those serpent staffs, but with this weapon, you have to kind of run around outside to get line of sight on the enemies to generate the mana. But I am able to get things upgraded pretty quick. Sadly, the order of upgrading, since I'm running around outside, is a little off. Like, I don't feel like I need to be hitting these minions first, but rather than, you know, in the nature of being as lazy as possible, it saves me from turning the upgrade R on and off to get in where my damaging defenses are. But I want to get that initiate leveled, start doing R's on the initiate, and then get a hero booster monk squared away. And I think that is going to, especially now that I've got access to little wizards, I think that's going to take me a long way in the boss killing department. Little chaotic running around in the first couple of waves to get all these upgrades in, but after that it's we'll have a little pretty chill summoner action going on. Hopefully we get some loot here. We get enough enemies out here closer to the wall, and then I don't have to run back and forth, which is nice. A lot of mana drops on this map, as far as drops on the ground goes. We're getting there. We are getting there. We'll do the other side. We'll upgrade really quick, but we can get it done in the next wave and then switch over to just summoners. I mean, I probably don't need to tower boost at this point, so I could just sit there and tower boost and drop mana. Yeah, you use the hotkeys. It's by default, it's F3 through F5. Each one adds in another split screen. Like I've got a 4-way split screen going right now. And then F8 hides the other split screens. That way you can, that way you can just look at the one that you're actively playing. But yeah, it's all built into the game now, so it's pretty awesome. All right, I think we just let it fly. I'm not going to bother popping chests yet. All right, let's finish up this side, and then we should have plenty of time to get the other side done. Alright, I think that is it on this side. Or no, not quite. What about now? Nope, still not quite. Actually, all we have left is the pylon now. Yep. Alright, so we can get this side dialed in now. And same thing, I'm just hanging out front, running back and forth. Alright, we are done upgrading. So we can switch over to all summoners after this wave and force the armor drops. And then we'll just chillax it out and pray. Now what is the range like? It seems like the pylon is making it to those minions. But it's not making it all the way over here. So I was hoping I would be able to use just one pylon, but it doesn't look like that's the way to go. See what kind of little wizards we get here, though, for completing this one. I could have done this map a little bit sooner. I was afraid of the bosses. And I ended up gearing past the point of what it really took to kill the bosses. So I actually kind of hurt my overall progression a little bit by being a chicken shit and not coming in and getting this map unlocked. It's definitely, as far as the infested quality maps, it is definitely the easiest one, or one of the easier ones for sure. Alright. So let's take our boost monk. And we'll swap it out for another guardian summoner. I've cleared it, Freezer Burn. I actually cleared it the first try. Like I said, I think I was a chicken shit and was afraid of the boss, so I didn't jump in and do the map because I didn't think I was going to be able to kill the bosses. And then it ended up being a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So I think I could have gotten to this map much sooner than I did. Never pays to be a chicken shit, you know? You know, everybody says like that this is the easiest infested quality survival map, and there's no doubt that's true. And this is, I think, one of the easier maps to tower kill the bosses, you know? Right, all that stuff is going to be weapons, so I'm just going to ignore it and leave it land. And then, let's just boost it out. Get a nice, nice aerial view on this one. But, I mean, you could see where everything's dying. In the clouds, I'm not sure exactly. Like, do the clouds require line of sight? Yeah, you have to beat it on campaign, of course, Zeg, to get survival unlocked. And then campaign has got the bosses. And you can just flash heal up here on the rooftop and it still hits both your R stacks, which is kind of convenient too. Yeah, I mean, that's why I do the Overlord mode on my builder, because he's using a fishbowl. But yeah, anyway, you see where everything's dying. It's all dying way out here. I mean, obviously, we're only wave 25 right now, but everything's dying super far out. I want to get, try to get Wintermire unlocked soon. I know that, the Wintermire bosses can definitely be tower killed. It depends on where you start, Rebel Jake. Like, I'm doing wave 23 starts, so I'm adding them in right away on this map. But sometimes I'll start the wave and then add them in. That way they're there at the start of wave 24. That way they get the pets. Or they get whatever the drops are at 25. But, I mean, you can do it either way. Like, having a tower booster as one of your split screens is quite helpful. Like, in this situation, getting that range booster out. Because this aura here would not be covering the core if it didn't have that range booster in. So, like, that's all quite helpful. So I think it's probably situational and just where your start is. Like when I swap over and do pure strategy, I will likely just have my Monk Tower booster and my upgrader in and not put anyone else in until I get everything upgraded. Which I'm going to do Royal Gardens. In Royal Gardens, you get the map upgraded super fast, so even going full lazy mode with the upgrade aura, you still just get it done really crazy fast. I love that upgrade aura, man. That's such a huge quality of life thing. Everything's just getting mashed. No loot yet. The Guardian's Bulwark, together with some birds, cannons, seem pretty capable to tank bosses. Nice. Yeah, I haven't done Tavern Defense either. What map is it that turkey on a treadmill drops? Is that Tavern Defense, or is that on the challenge? The challenge mode. I'm not sure. I mean, I still got a lot to do. Plus just all of the achievements. I mean, going through and doing like a lot of those nightmare mode achievements at this point are a lot of them are gonna be super easy for me, because I'm geared past the point of it being crazy, you know, difficult at all. And I still haven't done any of the Eternia Crystals maps. So I mean, there's no shortage of stuff to do, that is for sure. And of course, this is my builder summoner, so he's got no resist, so it is slower. But I have been going around and popping the chests in between waves. Which, you know, like I said, is it adds an extra probably 10 or 15 minutes to your overall run. But I don't have to worry about dying then. Alright, looks like nothing dropped though. It happens, it happens. The turkey is Wintermeyer. Oh, okay. I don't know why. For some reason, I thought the turkey was on that Tavern Defense map. That turkey on a treadmill can roll pretty high for builder stats, can it? I'm not going to do it. Not it before Ultimate Defender at a minimum, but I have been very tempted to just make this my main account and bring all my event items over from my main. Not going to do that. I'm at least going to go to Ultimate Defender first. What's going on there to do? You think it rolls up to 750 and can be upgraded to 700? That's nice. Add some treadmills on treadmills might be nice here soon too. I need to get Crystal Cave done. What is Crystal Cave infested quality on survival? I mean, certainly it is on Ruthless, but what about on Nightmare? Like, I really want to get these characters blasted to level 100. That way I can start using all the gear, you know? I'm not sure how many more evenings I can spend in Tinkerer's Lab. I gotta find a new leveling destination. Tinkerer's Lab is starting to give me a little bit of mind rot. Let me turn the volume down just a little bit on the music here. All right, there we go. I think I'm a ways away from being able to handle Striking Tree yet. But I know Striking Tree drops those Jade Island pets. What do you think the minimum stat star for Striking Tree, Freezer Burn? I think once again it'll come around to, can you kill the bosses on campaign? If I can kill the bosses on campaign, I am quite likely, I think, to be able to clear it on survival. But I feel like I need to get either my Jester or a Monk dialed in. I need to do Sky City for the Jester. So, I mean, such a long list of things to do still. Oh crap! I never looked at my my little wizards. Oh, what do you think the minimum stat requirements are to do Striking Tree on Nightmare? What up to do? Welcome to Twitch as well. It makes it require less mana to perform an upgrade. Better check these towers inside. Yeah, everything looks good here. Yeah, this had not taken any damage. And I think it gives it more range too, Rebel Jake. I'm not positive on that one. But I believe it gives it more range and lower mana cost. Take a look at those little wizards here. Might be possible between 6.5K. Man, I feel like I'm so far away from that. I mean, I made the jumps relatively quick. Yeah, I didn't do it for a long time too. But I mean, that was one of the things too. Like when Striking Tree came, we had, you know, most players that had years and years of running Nightmare Hardcore before that point. So, I mean, people were in pretty good gear by the time Striking Tree rolled around. Alright, how were those little wizards? That's hot. That is hot. 371 upgrades. Not a bad item. Those other ones are kind of trash. Striking Tree is a little bit harder because if you... Harbingers are rough, man. Harbingers will do you dirty. There's no doubt about that. What do we have here? I'm getting DPS pieces. But I have not gotten a ton of builder pieces. There's another ultimate on the ground too. Where is that one at? Oh, there it is right there. Striking Tree is a pretty cool looking map. I think they did a pretty good job with that one. Doesn't that one have like a monk boss on it? If I remember, that monk boss did beat my ass a little bit the first time I tried it on my main account. For those of you who do not have a Guardian yet, I got a bunch of Guardian giveaways going right now. There's one on YouTube, there's one on DDRNG, and there's one on my Discord server. So if you don't have a Guardian yet, make sure you get entered in those giveaways. The one that's on my Discord server has got very low amounts of entries too. So there should be... your percentage chance of getting lucky and winning a Guardian is pretty good. Thanks to Augie hooked me up with those keys. When you look at the tactical map here, it looks like things are getting so sketchy. But then when you actually look at what's going on the map, it's like there's no sketch at all, hardly. Like everything is just getting blasted. So that can be a little deceiving when you're looking at it. You see those 14 million ogres everywhere. Well, they're under my mouse cursor. It looks like they're dying off now. You go into the tower booster stat. So what, it's AB1, and then you'd want hero health, hero damage, cast rate, run speed for quality of life, in case you have negatives elsewhere. And then you just use a genie. But your main stat would be your ability 1 on a boost monk. Or are you talking about for the Guardians? The Guardian summoners you don't have to do anything with. Just, you want them to stay alive, so you'd want to get their resistances capped and give them as much hero health as possible. No, the Guardian giveaway is separate. You have to be able to redeem the Guardian code, you would have to have the game. Doesn't include the base game. It's a DLC. If you don't have DD1 yet, though, there's 2 different Steam events upcoming. There's the Steam Spring Sale, which will be in March, and then there's also a Steam Tower Defense Festival that's going to be in March as well. And, Chromatic hasn't confirmed that there will be, any Dungeon Defender sales at that time, but I think it's very, very likely that it will. In one of those 2 events, for sure. All right, so we got the eye pets upcoming here in a couple of waves. Wish I had more upgrades on it. I mean, at this point, there's definitely Supreme gear I could get that would be upgrades still, but it would have to be pretty decently rolled Supreme gear. Yeah, they just had a sale, and, like I said, they participate in most of the big Steam sales. So Steam has the spring sale or the tower defense sale or the tower defense fest, both upcoming in March, and they're super, super likely to participate in one of those. Like I said, I haven't heard anything specific from Chromatic, but if you just look historically, they've participated in pretty much all of the major Steam sales. I tell you one thing, it had been a while since I really, I dipped in and played DD1 on and off many, many times over the last several years, mainly around, big updates or whatever. But this fresh start account definitely, it brought back the vibe fully with me. I think that's just a bundle, is what that is. So that's like a constant. I think that's always on sale, the bundle. You get the sale price for bundling those DLCs together. I personally think they could really benefit from creating a new Ultimate Edition at this point, because there's a lot of DLCs that you're going to want that are not included in the current Ultimate Collection. Now the Ultimate Collection does go on sale really cheap. It's like $12 or whatever during the big Steam sales. What's going on there, Mr. Razor? It's going good. I got 2 new farm mats added into the deal. Spooktacular Bay on Nightmare Hardcore here. And then I've been doing Royal Gardens on Ruthless Pure Strat mode too. I've actually only got 1 clear in on it, so I don't want to... I haven't spent a large amount of time grinding on the map yet. But I've got 2 destinations right now that I'm using quite regularly, and it's both of those. The franchise sale has everything but Warden and Guardian. Nice. No loots this wave either. You can't get past Tinkers? Just tweak your build a little bit. That kind of spam build I've been doing is really effective. I was doing it way under that. On Royal Gardens, it's an armor farm. Yeah, a lot of people aren't going to want to spend on DD2 there, Rebel Jank. So, if it's a deal, then people will get it, but, people aren't going to spend more, to include the DD2 stuff, generally. A lot of people, like myself included, play both games. Oops. I'll pick it up just because I got space left still in my item box, but... Did I get the ones on the roof already? Or no, I didn't get these. All right. So we get the eyes incoming after this one, after this wave. What's up, Bugs? Yeah, DD1 has more players than any of the other games, any of the other DD games. It's a small, all the games have a small player base, but it's a very loyal player base. Like DD2 players love DD2, DD1 players love DD1, and DDA players love DDA. But they're all relatively small player bases. The DD1 community is more active than any of the others. What up, Leo? How you doing today? This lane here just gets spawn camped, man. Very little makes it all the way out from that lane. Same thing with this lane, too. Most of these mobs are dead. Running some Wintermire for the first time. I want to get to Wintermire. Start farming coal. There's Dungeon Defenders Awakened, too, which is... it's the newest of the Dungeon Defenders games, but it's definitely a kind of a smaller overall experience than DD1 or DD2. I'm not sure which one of the eyes it is that you shoot for. Like, there's like 3 different eye pets. I think just one of them is better than the others. I haven't gotten a good one yet. I've run this map, I want to say like probably four, maybe 5 times now. Ish, right around there. This might be the 5th, I'm not sure. The Eye of Conflagration from Sky Spooktacular is the best of the 3. What about on this map, though? Because this one drops various eyes, doesn't it? Or is it, or are none of the eyes good here on this map? Or compared to the Eye of Conflagration, huh? Devastation, you think? Well, let's see what we get. Hopefully I get a decent one here. I didn't get any that were worth saving at all yet. They've all been kind of trashed here. Eye of Desolation. Let's see what else we got, though. We got an Ulti Plus on the map. We got kind of a junker. Well, we got 4 junkers. Eye of Ravaging, Desolation. So you get Devastation, Ravaging, and Desolation. Let's check out those drops here. Pardon me. Not glorious. Leave that one laying. What have we got here? Not glorious either. Where is that one? That one is inside a little bit. Inside the spawn. There it is there. No. Yeah, that one's a nope as well. Pardon me. Allergies kicked into gear today. It's supposed to actually snow tonight. I think just a little bit, like not enough to even have to bother shoveling. It's an optional system. At a minimum, you want to make it to at least Chaos 9 first, Lugs, but after that, it's kind of whatever. It's kind of the optional grind system in DD2. New love. Well, hopefully we get something drop here between 30 and 35. You don't get a benefit of passing Chaos 9 for Ancient Power resets. Yeah, they're all worth playing and checking out. Come on, Fat Loots, where you at? Sounded like something took damage in there. I heard a slap. Maybe it was nothing. Must have been the wind. Could have been, could have been. I think it's these ogres here that are getting some swings off on the archers and whatnot. Probably some over here too. Getting a few slaps in. The Supreme Piece. Meh. Another Supreme somewhere. I don't see it, though. Oh, there it is there. It's buried in this pile. It's not terrible, but I think I've got better already. I'll pick that up. As far as my gear and heroes, though, I think I've got enough put together right now to probably get Ultimate Defender unlocked. Just a matter of grinding through all of those various challenges and everything else. And getting like all the wave starts on all the maps and all that stuff. I may end, once I get more characters to level 100, just doing some Wave 32 starts and going after those pumpkin skellies. Yeah, I need to get a better harpoon. I haven't tried the Nightmare version of Magus yet. That and another thing that Magus Citadel drops that I personally just love is that Ace of Spades weapon. That thing is so cool, man. I love the theme of it, throwing the cards. I wish there was an event version of that. Uh-oh. What we got going on here? We got stuff making it to that core for some reason. You know what? Did we just drop a spider out here? I mean, we don't want those to keep taking shots. Drop a couple of spiders out there in the open should resolve it. Throw some upgrades on those guys. This one's a little close. It is a little close, huh? There we go. This build has been holding up without taking any core damage, so I'm not sure why they're starting to push in, but they're definitely starting to push in, so... Which one did I leave? Oh, that one right there. I feel like this one's over too far, and the other one was too close. Let's bring that one to, like, right there. We'll see. They might just end up getting wrecked, but we will find out here in a moment. Yeah, it looks like that may have resolved it. We got slaps going off again. I hear them. What's going on there, Loco? How you doing? Man, nothing dropping, huh? All the ogres are still alive. Oh, for sure, man. We're glad you could make it. I know the hours I stream are not necessarily conducive to everyone, depending on what time zone you're in, you know? But I try to do midday for the west coast of the US. That way it's, you know, late afternoon for the east coast and then evening for Europe. Sadly, the folks in Australia are have to get up way too damn early in the morning to catch me stream. Wow, nothing. God, the ogres just get beasted on by the DSTs. We got a Jin kicking it out here. There it goes. It's 11 a.m. There in New Zealand. It's not too bad then. Still, though, 11 a.m. on a weekday could be tough for some people, either at work or school or whatever. What do we have here? Mediocre DPS piece. Other than just general armor farming, it almost feels like it's better to break up the pet farms on this one. Like for little wizards, just do 23 to 25, and then for the pumpkin skellies, just do 32. Well, I mean, generally speaking, if it has for a damaging defense, poor boy and DDA, you want ideally all 4 builder stats, but at a minimum, power, range, and rate. And then you want percent damage, power, and rate as your passives. That would be considered a god roll. And then, you know, as far as it's just perfecting the god roll from there. But power, range, and rate with percent damage, power, and rate as passives at a minimum to be in that conversation. Got a few pieces of gear, but no builder pieces, really. And I mean, I'm at the stage now where like a high rolled Supreme piece would still be an upgrade for me in a lot of cases. Not getting any of them, though. That is the grind. There's a reason why people spent thousands of hours in Moonbase back in the day, you know? It's nice that there's so many different options now. You know, with so many minion units left, it might be a good idea to add, like, a row of archers and a mage right here. But, I mean, it seems to be holding for the moment. I didn't even realize over 5k minion health now. So we're definitely getting there. Meh. No, but there's a pricing guide on DDRNG, Mr. Razor, that you can look up. I don't know offhand. It's Ultimate Plus Plus gear. I think it's based off of how many items you have capped, or how many rolls are capped on it, depending on how much CV value it's worth. But I am definitely not the expert in that department on pricing. I have no clue. But there's spreadsheets for all that stuff in DDRNG. I don't really do any high-end trading like that. Events and like high roll ultimate plus plus items or whatever, I've always kept for myself. I've never traded any of the stuff. I would like to get one of those that event version of the Serpent Staff on my main account. I missed that event somehow. I would like to get one of those. But I'm not sure what those are going for. The Ultimate 93. Where is it? Where is it? It's probably right on my walls, stacked under all those mobs. Bottom left. Oh, there it is. Yep. Right there out in the open. Another DPS piece. I mean, I'll take it, but man, I really would love to see some builder pieces dropping here. That's not a terrible DPS piece either. With all these DPS pieces I'm getting dropping, I should have no problem getting my monks and my upgrader adept dialed in. I missed one again. All right, last wave. Let's see what kind of skellies we get here. Spider might die. Hey, get a little low, huh? Poor little neglected spooter. Yeah, I'll give him a little love. Hey, you get a little spider. Get yourself all healed up. Nobody wants to ever pet the spider, you know? So what wave is the wave to start on for pure strategy ruthless farming, like on Royal Gardens? Is there any benefit to starting earlier than 20? I'm not sure. Start at 22? Okay. Couple of Supremes. Likely not an upgrade at this point. That one's just junk. What's going on there, First? How you doing? Is that the piece I just looked at? Eh, they're both kind of meh. I think I'll pick this piece up, though. Kind of a mid-roll Builder Supreme, but... or lower roll Builder Supreme, even, but... Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely do some more DDA. Right now, I'm kind of full-blown hooked on DD1 at the moment, but I'll definitely be doing more DDA. Let's see. Not terrible. Yeah, a few not terrible pieces, really. No love on the accessories. Really, across the board, is can all go in the junk. You'll definitely want to push it there, Kildorm. Get a little higher than that. The good loot won't start dropping that early. Yeah, right. Let's see. Do we have anything we want to keep? Keep a few of those. Screw it. I'm pack ratting. I don't think anything else I want to keep, though. Other than the armor. You didn't play for 6 months and now you're back? Let me check the levels on those others. Who did I have in there? It was all my boosters, huh? $97. $99 on that one. Oh, now level. I got another. There's my second level 100. That guard. It's because he's got the monk. Because I've been wanting a monk guardian boost in several spots. Well, there's another level 100. Yay! Level 100s. The eyes shoot laser beams. They're single target. The monk is range. The apprentice is power. The huntress is rate. And the squire is defense health for the guardians. All right, let's try to do a little armor farm here. Go to Ruthless, Pure Strat. And you said wave 22 starts. Ooh, lovely, lovely jumping. My parkour skills are top notch, right? That's what I tell myself all the time. So this is what I've been doing. I did find that if I add just an ensnare and a strength drain over here, it seems to be kind of helpful. I'm not putting a buff beam on those or anything, though. Grab him first. go with a... That's not what I want. I want a mushroom, not a spore. I got them confused. See, can we just stack all of this right here? If we go mushroom and cloud and wisp. That leaves me 15. Oh, I still need a golem. Actually, do we have enough for... How much are these? A golem's 8. A nature pylon's 5. So yeah, we should have enough for both of those. Alright, hopefully that'll work. Yeah, Monk and Huntress Guardians for sure. It depends on if you need range or not. Oh, does the Apprentice and Buff Beam not stack their buffs? Guardians? Yeah, the Warden's Clouds, or they shoot out like a bouncing lightning bolt of glory and hotness. They're quite strong. Buff Beams and Guardians share the same buff slot. Okay, so yeah, I didn't realize that. So the Apprentice Guardian is situationally a waste, huh? I never knew that. I've always used them. Gonna throw a couple of upgrades on these since they're basically just all unprotected up here. Well, we got one more here. And we'll bring Mr. Boostdeliciousness out until I get everything upgraded. Mr. Boostdeliciousness. We'll put you over here. We'll put you right there. Oops. Not what I meant to do. We'll just throw you right there. And we'll put you right there. Yeah, right. Those wisps just tear shit up. Oh my god. This map, well, with this build anyway, it gets super framey, like 30 plus. Oh yeah, it's like a fountain. Like a fountain of glory. Stuff's starting to die a little too early. Let me get down here and get some mana flowing here. Well, I mean, that's the key to growing, is stay consistent. I live streamed many a year with my only viewer being my cat. Yeah, I've got guardian pets on the summoners. We should have everything fully upped before this wave is done. And then I'll add in another summoner and just play on my booster. I think that might be everything here anyway. Looks like it. Hit up these RS. They're getting hit already. Is it the wisps that are doing it? I mean, I can see that. There is wisps going all over the damn place. Well, you got to get a cat. You know, obviously. All right, so we'll switch. Actually, this is a good place just to level, huh? Because you're gonna get all armor drops anyway, so it doesn't matter who you put in your deck. Let's just throw the Warden in here to get that builder bonus. We'll leave her right there. And then I'll switch over to my Boosty Boy on this one. The higher waves on this map, I run out of mana when I get to like, when it's like a 4,000 mob count or whatever. Yeah, this is pure strategy, Honeymoon. I run out of mana, so what I've been doing is going until there's like 1,500 mob kills, turning off my tower boost, waiting out the cooldown, and then turning it back on because you get that big Zerg at the end with all the gen. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, you could buff the Warden, huh? Or use the Warden to buffer towers. Does that stack with the tower boost? With the Monk's tower boost? Here's the loot. Start with around 250 mobs killed and aim at the northwest spawn. Usually gets you through the whole wave. Where I've been aiming? At the point of that little feature on the rooftop. But yeah, maybe that, or yeah, it's the same spot. That northwest spawn. I didn't realize that was northwest. This map I always get confused. Like in my mind, that is north and that is south. But in reality, of course, it doesn't work out that way. I didn't realize I missed the chest last wave. I really need to start doing this stuff during the wave. I waste so much time running around in between waves. Yeah, you really don't need the boost at the wave start, huh? I need to do that Forest Ogre Crush. I haven't tried the map yet at all and get one of those other weapons. Oh, nice, Mr. Razor. Yeah, that's all it is ogres, I think. I don't think there's any other mobs on that one, the Forest Ogre Crush. It drops that. I can't remember what it's called. Boulder Madness or something like that. That map is your nightmare. Yeah, the Madness Boulder Thrower. Ooh, almost. I almost made it all the way through. Man, it's just all DPS pieces today, huh? I'm gonna have to quit pack ratting soon or get Ultimate Defender unlocked. One of the two. I'm gonna start running out of inventory space. The tower boost is huge. It's I mean, with enough stat dumped in, it can be like 4 times damage. I mean, it's massive. What did we get there? Good old Blossom. Wow, look at that one. New cast rate. I don't think I would use a fairy, to be honest. I'd rather use a Cupid, I think. I'm still working on mine, but I'm up to 3,400 tower boost, but like I don't even have, I got to go through the gear, you know, I'm still using Transcendent gear. I certainly have upgrades sitting. Just run wave 1 of Tinker's Lab Nightmare one time, futures, and everybody will be at 74. Fairies heal more, but Cupids are way more fun and deal damage. Hell yeah, man. Hey, we'll turn it on now. See if that'll get me through. Yeah, Tinker's Lab gives massive XP. In fact, that's the map I use to level all of my characters. Wisps don't target through walls, but if they can target an enemy, it will pass through the wall. So, like, if the enemy's out in the open and the wisp fires and then the enemy walks behind a wall, the wisp will still hit, but they won't target through walls, like a DST or whatever would. Yeah, the campaign maps, I mean, you can do that, but it's not ideal. Like, I think running just one wave on Nightmare Hardcore Tinker's Lab, like, gets a character up to level 70 or whatever from 0. Just one wave, one time. It's a huge amount of XP. Running the whole map on Nightmare is like 50 or 60 million XP. You would want, your brain would rot out, and you'd want to never look at the map ever again. But theoretically, you could run Tinker's Lab like 18 times, I think it is. Ah, shit, I wasn't paying attention. And go from 0 to 100 just from one run. Here's some fat loots. Tonight I'm gonna have to spend some time. Maybe I'll load up the optimizer tool again and go through all the gear. I got plenty of mana to upgrade armor. But I'm starting to get a little too hoardy and not actually going through and using the pieces. Getting a little too hoardy. That optimizer tool is kind of like, for people that play Path of Exile know what I'm talking about, but it kind of gives me path building vibes. You can end up spending an enormous amount of time made a folder called Tinks, and all your half decent Tinks loot goes there. But yeah, you can spend a tremendous amount of time messing around with that optimizer app. Oh no! Oh, I didn't see my warden had died. I didn't realize, and she had respawned over there. Well, that's a bummer. Well, you do wave 1 until you can do it. I could show you what you do. Super, super easy. Hop on your squire or your countess, assuming you're level 35. Go to Nightmare Hardcore. And just do this. And you can do this with like 100 main stat. I mean, it takes nothing to do it. And I'll put in a fresh hero and you can see how much XP it is. But just go one mortar there, one mortar there. One like that. One like that. Then two facing opposite each other. So one that way. One that way, and then you're not going to have enough. Did I miss a chest? Actually, I missed a chest. Let me go grab that other chest. I missed that one right there. You're not going to have enough mana to completely build everything, but then come over here and go one mortar that way. And you're only going to have enough left for a bouncer blockade. So right here, just drop a bouncer blockade in. And then, what? We'll throw, let's create a new hero. And then I personally usually run around up here and wait for mobs to die. And then you could throw in another mortar cannon over here to blast out that lane. But you can do that with like literally 100 main stat. I mean, it doesn't take anything. All right, we got enough for another mortar. We'll slap these guys. And then just wait for the wave to end. After the wave ends, run around again and hit all the chests. Because all the chests are guaranteed to have mythical gear. So ideally you do that on a summoner and you get all armor pieces. But all of the gear in the chest will be all mythical gear. So just run around. Don't worry about building anything else. Just run around and hit all the chests. And then after you hit all the chests and loot all the goodies, then just restart level. And do the same thing over and again. So, I mean, the entire process takes just no time at all. And then if we look at that character we just made, and it got that character to level 51 in one wave. So you do that like, you know, you can do that exact same thing like 4 or 5 times. You're going to be level 74, but do it with 4 characters, not with just one. And then additionally, not only are you going to be level 74, but you're going to be level 74 with a box completely full of mythical gear. And then your characters are level 74. You got a bunch of mythical gear. Just go through and equip the best pieces on your heroes. And that is kind of the early game skip. But you can do that super, super early. Like, it takes nothing. I mean, uh-oh. Oh, it's Steam time. Oh, no. Steam came early today. I thought it was at 4 o'clock it normally hits. It's an hour earlier? Or is this the time it normally hits? It's Steam Tuesday. Well, last week it was only just a couple of minutes. In fact, let me just go grab a drink real quick, and by the time I get back, it will probably be back up. So give me just a moment here, y'all, and I will be right back in just a sec here. Fucking Steam, man. right, let's see if we are back yet. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's quick anyway. Well, I mean, as far as doing the Wave 1 tinks, you don't need to build all that, is the thing. And you don't have anywhere near enough mana to do it. The reason I did Squire in the Mortar Tower is just because that's what I personally used. Like, if you look back at the beginning of the playthrough, I was doing a lot of Squire defenses. But, I mean, you could do it on any hero, but you don't have enough to do, like, a complete build. I mean, the Mortar is even, the dot damage on it is fire. So even with no strength drains, it still just clears. But, you know, obviously you'd want to use a generic damage defense. Anyway, let's jump back in to another Royal Gardens. Pure Strat. Let's see what we can get going here. Yeah, I'm not really sure why the build caved in. Oh, the build caved in because my Warden died. That's right. I got to pay attention to that. If one of your split screens die, it spawns really close to the core here. And then stuff comes over and hits it. If you're not paying attention, it hits the core as well. Oh, nice, Tony. I got to get to those. Wintermire, you're going to get coal drops, but you also get, like, that candy cane. There's usable stuff there, but additionally, you get coal. And then Crystal Cave is supposed to be the best. Did you tower kill the Crystal Cave bosses, or did you kill them on your character? Crystal Cave is supposed to be a really good XP farm. And I want to get my characters up to 100. Who do we go next? Warden. She leveled up. I didn't even know it. 92. Getting closer, getting closer. It derped on me. I think I got enough for one more. I'll just put it over here. You used tower so you tower killed the boss, or did you manually kill the boss? 100% towers. It on Crystal Cave or on Wintermire? I know Wintermire is a lot easy. It's pretty easy to do a tower boss kill on. But what about Crystal Cave? Oh, that's a good idea. Put them off to one of those side islands. You don't have to worry about them dying then, huh? Except to like what, a Djinn or a spider or whatever. Man, I wish I would have known about that Guardian, the Apprentice Guardian, and the buff beam stacking. I mean, I had literally gone years using a buff beam and an Apprentice Guardian. The things you wish you knew, you know? Oh, there we go. I F5'd instead of F4'd. We'll just put you right here. We'll put you right here. I'm farming armor here. Well, this is infested quality, and it's since it's pure strategy, it's all armor drops. This is the staff from Tinker's Lab. Thanks for subscribing there, Marcel. It's like the second tiered. It's like the tier 2 genie mana weapon. The best one to use would be the serpent staff, but you can get this one really early game. Wow, we got everything upgraded quick this time. This is Ruthless. You want to do it on Ruthless if you can. To get that infested loot quality. Yep. High Tinker Proto Staff. Wondering if it's time to turn numbers off. I always like seeing the numbers, but it is just getting a little eye bleeding these days. Right. Let's swap off of this monk. And we'll just get a couple more guardians parked out there. And then we'll swap back to the boost monk on that one. Viable Manatee with the raid. Welcome, y'all. Welcome. Thank you so much there, Manatee. Let me get you... Get you a shout out there. What's up, y'all? What's up? Welcome to the stream. We're grinding out a little Ruthless Pure Strat. Trying to get some armor going here. What's going on there, Official? How you doing? Mexitron, what up, what up? Oh yeah, on the armor grind. I'm going to try to load up my item box with a bunch of armor items, and then tonight after dinner play around with the that optimizer tool again. And hopefully get some more characters dialed in. You got dud RNG today. So by streamer logic, 8++s are headed my way. Boy, wouldn't that be nice? Well, I can tell you, Viable Manatee, I have dud streamer luck every day. The only difference is, or the only game ever that I ever have any luck in is Path of Exile. I tend to get like divine drops during the campaign in Path of Exile, like real regular. And that just starts off your whole league start, you know? Having a little bit of currency into your system to get your league started off. It's the only game. It's the only, out of all the games I play, it's the only game I have luck in. In DD2, I'm absolutely cursed. Like if pet or special item or whatever is a 1% drop chance, you can guarantee it's going to take me like 1,500 runs to get. I mean, it's literally that bad. Got a couple of ultimates on the ground. Getting started off right here. What have we here? Not crazy. Not spectacular, but not god-awful either. Once again, we're back on the DPS gear here. Well, I mean, that's the thing is right now I'm starting to, my inventory is completely filling up with good tower booster pieces. I've got so many now, you know? And none of them equipped. Still using that trashy mythical set. Need to go through and get that prioritized. Any tips on starting a monk R build? Well, I mean, monks are all about the range. Well, I mean, they're there for the utility mainly. The strength drain and the snare are two of the best utility defenses in the entire game. The electric aura is nice to burn off the little trash mobs, but you don't want to, you know, count on that for like main damage or anything. But the bigger your range, the slower everything is going to move, and then they get that strength drain on them as well. See, what I've been doing is turning the boost off, like right here. Lightning auras are mostly power crept out of Ruthless content. Well, yeah, I mean, ideally, you know, you would have all 4 builder stats. But as far as a priority, you definitely want to range, then what? Range, then health, then power, then rate. As far as stat priority. That is the Wisp from the Warden. Their answer. That's shooting all those little blue balls of hotness all over the place. Blue balls of hotness. My Warden's got blue balls. But in a very positive way. Yeah, see, when I turn it off at like 1,000 or 1,200 or whatever, and then turn it back on, it usually lasts the end of the wave, even when we get into the higher waves with, 4,000 mobs. Another ultimate. Boy, if an ultimate dropped every wave, I mean, that's just being greedy, but I'm bound to eventually get a decent builder piece, right? And we got more of them little fairies that I'm likely to never use. But we'll at least take a look at them. No rate. I mean, I'll pick it up anyway. We got a supreme piece over here. Meh. Yep. Let's look at our little fairies here. Sorry, fairies. Yeah, I mean, the stat ranges are wide, I mean, shit, on my main account, I've got a couple of crazy high rolled supreme or ultimate pieces that are better than a few ulti plus pluses I have. Or maybe not plus pluses, but a few ultimate plus pieces. Oh, I've gotten my fair share of plus pluses. Of trash rolled plus pluses. Far more than good ones. Such a letdown, too, when you see there's a plus plus on the map and then you run over and look at it. It's like, oh, really? That's the one? See, I went and jinxed it. Said an ultimate every wave. Yeah, right. Like I'm gonna get an ultimate every wave. 2's gonna drop right here at the end. I'll be optimistic. Delusionally optimistic. Alright, 2 alties, where you at? Anytime now, anytime now. Yeah, still got some chests to loot, for sure. Maybe we'll get something super shiny. One of these days, I'll fix my tower booster set of gear and run around and get those chests during the wave and not waste all this time. But one of these days has not arrived quite yet. What was that? Yeah, I'll leave it. I'm sure I got something better laying around that. What's going on there, LeBron? How you doing? So that achievement for equipping max level gear on a character, does it have to be a set or can it be mix or match level 100 gear? Does anybody know? I saw that was one of the achievements on the list. It has to be a set. I mean, that would make sense. Yeah. Get them, chickens, get them. At some point, I might want to repair those auras over there. Uh-oh, did my warden die? My warden died. Yeah, I don't see her. That's what got me last run. I better move her over after. There's 2 of them. There's one for godly gear. I did that one last night, finally. I was stubborn about it. Chiku said if you go to Insane Summit, it drops just a ton of godly gear, but I never did that. I just, you know, you get those godly rewards for map completions every now and then. I just ended up saving a set from that. But I've got 2 level 100 characters now. I got a summoner and a monk. Alright. First things first. Let's move her back over. See, that's what got me last run. When they die, they respawn right here. So then when enemies come up and slap on her, they're hitting the core as well. And I wasn't paying attention. Two. Get yeeted, summoner. No, it has to be godly. Like, I had entire sets of mythical gear already equipped. And I had entire sets of transcendent gear already equipped. And it made me go back and equip godly gear. What do we have over here? Man, I'm getting all these DPS pieces. Just can't get a builder piece for shit, though. I really want to get Chris. Hey, how long does it take to get to level 100 in Crystal Cave? Like, a lot of people said well, I'm not going to be able to do Ruthlessly yet. I'm going to have to do Nightmare. I just wish there was a slightly better XP location for where I'm at in the game than Tink's. Because Tink's Lab is just... I've done it a lot of times now. It's like I just don't even feel like loading into that map again at the moment. Crystal Cave's the fastest. Is there a place that's better than Tink's Lab? But there's no way I'll be able to do Crystal Cave on Ruthless yet. See, a lot of people have told me to do Lover's Paradise Ruthless. IHOPs as well. I still haven't done the campaign yet to unlock that one. Maybe I'll try to knock that out tonight. I've got 5K on my Warden now. I think. Let me look. Which one is my Warden on? That is not my Warden. Yeah, 51, 3,000 rate, 2,500 range. I wonder if that's enough. Yeah, I did them out of order when I put them in. I F5'd before I F4'd, so I wasn't sure where she was at. I haven't tried it on a Warden yet. I tried it with a apprentice towers and I just couldn't handle the bosses. I just got owned. The campaign might be rough. No AB 1 or 2 on that one. Yeah, I've got a bunch of gear sitting right now. In fact, I'm getting dangerously close to being full up since I don't even have Ultimate Defender yet. So I need to go through some gear tonight. It's always so tedious going through and messing with the gear. That optimizer that's out now sure is helpful. I'm gonna go through and re-equip gear and delete a bunch of inventory or sell off a bunch of inventory tonight. Hopefully we get some more pieces to look at here. We got, what, 7 waves? I think after I get this one, I'm going to have to bolt, though. We heat our house with a pellet stove in the winter. And we are on our last bag of pellets. I'm gonna have to go get some. We normally buy like a couple of pallets. Pallet has like 50 bags of pellets on it. We usually buy like 2 of those at the beginning of the year, but this year it was the same price to buy a pallet of them as it was to just go buy 1 bag. Oh shit. I got a summoner standing over there. Good call, good call. Let's not be standing over there. Well, I mean, my thoughts on DDA1 versus DDA are the exact same they've always been. I mean, DDA is a fun game, but it is nowhere, not even close, what DD1 is. Like, not even remotely near being in the same conversation. You know, you can start a fresh count in Dungeon Defenders Awaken and be really, really close to having everything in the game completely min-maxed at like maybe 300 hours of play. In DD1 at 300 hours of play, you're still learning. You know, it's just a lot more in DD1 than DDA. It's not even close. But you got, what, a decade almost of CDT content, and then the DDT with Thales leading on top of it now. Didn't somebody else die? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you want a game that you can play through relatively quickly, that's not going to be a tremendous time investment, DDA is an awesome game, you know? But you're just not going to get remotely near as much gameplay time out of it compared to DD1 or even DD2 for that matter. Like, not even close. I mean, on my current, I'm pretty sure I hold most of the speedrun records in DDA. Man, low tower damage roll, but finally I get a builder piece. And then it's got a really low tower damage roll. And as far as fresh start to massacre mode, and I can break into massacre and have my first massacre survival win within about 8 hours on a brand new fresh account. I mean, like I said, it's a super fun game, but it's just not anywhere near as much of the gameplay time that you would expect out of another. You know, generally speaking, when people play a game with Dungeon Defenders in the title, most players want to get like thousands of hours out of the game, and you're not going to get that in DDA. I mean, I've got that in DDA, but I was like overly stupid about the min-max grind. Like, I would grind hundreds of hours just to get a piece that was like 1% better of a stat. Yeah, I mean, I could do that, but while I want to do something while I'm streaming. I'm pretty damn AFK right now. I don't like streaming completely AFK content. But I mean, that's how I started the run. With my booster on 2 and then my upgrader on 1. But now I don't need the upgrader in the deck anymore, so I want to do something. Well, I just don't want to sit here. I mean, if I was watching Netflix, it'd be a different story. But since I'm live streaming, I don't want to just sit here. I mean, I'm pretty much just sitting here, but at least you guys know I'm doing something. I am pressing one button and holding it down. So I am doing something. But yeah, I mean, if I wasn't streaming and I was watching a movie on my other monitor, I would 100% be doing that. But yeah, instead I'll sit here and I'll pretend like I'm being impactful. I mean, we all know the truth. I'm barely looking at the screen. Your favorite part of DD1 is how well it's aged? Well, I mean, DD1, it's just a good game. I mean, when it very first started off, I mean, we all know that the years and years of CDT made DD1 what it is today. Now, obviously, the current team is just putting in a ridiculous amount of work into the game and keeping it going. But even when you look all the way back in, but like before the CDT was a thing, it was a revolutionary game. It was like the first, or one of the first of its type. I mean, the only other one you had like it was what? Orcs Must Die. Oh my god, we got a Ulti Plus Plus. I see you over there, Ulti Plus Plus. You ready to see the trashiest Ultimate Plus Plus you have ever seen in your life? That's not it. That's not it. I'm just going to pick this shit up to get it out of the way. I mean, that could be worse. That is not the trashiest Ultimate Plus Plus I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it's by no means the best, but certainly not the trashiest piece. I'll take it. I'll take that too. Buy it off me with Manatee's currency. Manatee generous like that, huh? I mean, that's likely to be an upgrade for somebody right now. I mean, that might be as well, to be honest. I just need to get off my lazy ass and go through my gear I got sitting. You got to change your Twitch name. Kaz Shoots is a lovely Twitch name. Kind of sounds like cashews, and cashews are delicious, right? See that? It's confirmed. Cashews is delicious. You think cashews are A tier? I don't know, man. What would be better than cashews? I mean, pistachios are pretty good, but you got to deal with all those shells. Honey roasted peanuts are pretty goddamn tasty as well, but cashews? What if they're honey roasted cashews? Johnny Cashew has great music. What about honey roasted cashews? I mean, that could be that could be a delightful thing. You're a fan of pecans? I cannot stand pecans. But part of it is I was raised in a household with grandma, and she put pecans in frickin' everything. Sriracha cashews, that sounds yummy. Cashews are good, man, but they're so pricey. That's the good thing about the regular old honey roasted peanuts, is not only are they tasty as hell, but they're usually quite inexpensive. Cashews, you gotta like sell off the neighbor's children to buy a pound of them. Holy shitballs. Do you all see that? We got back-to-back waves. Good Lord, what is going on? The streamer RNG pack. Aramir bringing all the good luck. Oh no, stick around, Aramir. You can't leave now. See that, y'all? Streamer luck is a thing. Stream more. Get Alti Plus Pluses. It's confirmed. Something laying around here, didn't I? Oh, there it is. Yeah. I mean, once again, I'll take it because I know I'm going to go through loot tonight. I'll sell it off later if it's Garbo. Ooh, a chess piece. Be awesome. Yeah, AB1 DPS. I mean, not gonna turn it down. All positive resists as well. Ruthless pure strat for the win. Oh, we got a dead homie over there. Dead homie. What's going on there, Brando? You know, just chilling in the garden here, just raining ultimate plus pluses all over the place. Now, I don't want to be greedy or anything, but you know, streamer luck would really be confirmed if one more ultimate plus plus drops this run. Just one more. That would confirm it right there. Five gifted if a third plus plus drops. Oh man. Go plus plus. I don't think I have ever had 3 in one run. I think I've had 2 before, like on my main account, but I don't think I have ever had 3. Nothing this way. I think it's pretty cool what they did with pure strategy. I mean, there was just no reason to play it before. Oh, they're crazy good, Brando. I use them on my main account all the time. Definitely feels incredibly good, though, when you start using them. The Guardian feels pretty good so far, too. You just got back into DD1, and now it has owls. You're hooked. For certain. Striking Tree is the map of the week? Oh, man. I don't think I could do Striking Tree yet without getting carried. So does that mean double Jade Island drops? Man, that's crazy good. Holy shit. It's infested quality on Nightmare already. I don't know if I could clear it on Nightmare, though. I gotta try now, though. It being the map of the week. I mean... Oh, is there a new update sitting? I'm not sure, Matthias. There could be. I haven't seen it yet, though. Ah, shit. I forgot to reset the tower boost. I think it'll be alright. We'll just get a little Jin assault going here for a second. Sharkin's starting to get a little uppity. It's because my tower boost was off right at the Zerg. It hasn't kicked me. I don't have a ranged DPS set up yet. Like, I don't have a prop cat yet for my Jester. I don't have my Monk set up yet. I could probably actually get my Monk set up. So maybe that's the answer. It's a minor update. Oh, yeah, it could have went offline because Tuesday. Ah, the glorious Tuesday. Looks like my warden died again. I didn't even notice. Yeah, I saw that in the beta patch notes. Some of the OP early game towers were getting the nerf. Yeah, every Tuesday Steam does maintenance, so games that are dependent on Steam networking all have a window where everyone gets booted out of the game. Steam is dirty like that. Yeah, that was the Steam maintenance. Everyone got booted. It wasn't just you. because Steam is a bunch of soulless individuals that refuse to do maintenance at times. I mean, that's Steam time as far as Steam's offices. That's 3 p.m. their time. And you know they got 24-hour employees. They don't need to be doing that shit at 3 p.m. But they do. You're new to the game. Most of your characters are 78 to 84. What are the best maps to farm? King's Game is a really good entry-level survival map. After King's Game, Coastal Bazaar is really good. Ooh, we got an ogre over here getting uppity. Oh no, it's not you, Matthias. It is them. You know, I mean, I always hate to see nerfs, particularly early game. But, I mean, you could see the reaction right on the video when I unlocked mortar cannons, the mortar towers on my Countess. It was a holy shit, WTF is this moment. Like, it unlocked. I had never really used it, had not used it in Redux at all. And I threw one down, and it was like putting out literally like 5 or 6 times more than my harpoons were. You know, I mean, it wasn't like it was double. It was like 5 to 6 times. So, I mean, I understand, you know. Sometimes stuff needs to be tweaked. I mean, it's not like it's the first game that ever had any sort of balance type nerfs in it, you know. It's just part of the deal. And on the other side of it, I can be all snarky and say, well, I guess I started my fresh start at the right time because I blasted through all that super early game shit with those cannons. And they beat the shit out of everything. With those mortars. So I guess my timing was on point. I thought that it was purposeful, to be honest. Like, I thought that maybe... that's the wisps from the warden. Yeah, anyway, I thought that it was purposeful. I thought it was like a catch-up mechanic. That's the same thing Freezer Burn just said, Brando. Terrible. But yeah, I mean, I completely thought it was a catch-up mechanic. That they put in the, you know, the mortar and... Did the SAM turret get nerfed too? I'm not sure. I'll have to read through the patch notes. I guess the owls were super, super crazy OP early game as well. I hadn't used them. I was past the real early game when the Guardian launched. Oh shit, I forgot to move my warden. Get her the hell out of there. I don't want her causing me to lose this late. You got 2 Alti Plus Pluses and 1 Wave. Very nice. Hey, man, you can't complain when you have a little luck, right? It doesn't come around often. So when it arrives, take it. Owls or not, you were doing insane mode right at the start, like level 10? Wow. I'm 97 on my Boost Monk. Looks like I'm 100 on one of my Summoners, 97 on another, and 92 on my Warden. So I still got a little ways to go. Make that 98. All right, final wave. Everybody's alive. Not a bad run here this time. You know, I don't even, to be honest, I don't necessarily think it was a bad thing that stuff was super strong OP early game. I mean, the bulk of your gameplay time is going to take place in later game, in Nightmare and up. Getting coal is 100% worth Matthias. If nothing else, it sells for a ton of mana. So, I mean, as soon as I get it unlocked, Wintermire is going to be one of my farm spots. Every time you see me play one of these games, you have some silly build that somehow works. You know, believe it or not, when the updates to Pure Strategy came, it was like shortly after, or shortly during, or maybe at the same update, when the Warden launched into the game, and this is the exact same build I did on my main account. The first time I did it, because this is a really good map for armor farming. It's got an assload of ogres. Yeah, making the diamonds is debatable. But the coal is very much worth. Well, did not get the third Alti Plus Plus this run. But I can't complain about getting 2 of them. And I think I got a couple of Ultimate Plus items, too. Here's another one, Ultimate Plus. Manatee with the gift subs. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it a ton. Oh, it's not over yet, Manatee. There's still time. It only takes 1 ogre to drop a plus plus, you know? And there is still ogres. Yeah, I'm on Twitch and YouTube. I always stream to both. I was streaming to Kick too, but Kick is really overrun with bots. Where was the plus at? Right around in here. Oh, there it is. I mean, not a terrible AB2 piece. Not great, but not terrible. Let's see what else we got here. Bunch of pets I am likely to never use. Why am I getting skeletons here? That's a pretty decent kobold right there. So here's the plus pluses I got that run. Got that guy. And that guy. Got a bunch of DPS pieces. But could be worse, could be worse. You can get all treadmills on any survival or pure strat. Oh, I didn't realize it was randomized. See if we got any levels there. Nope. She close, but not quite. And then we had what? This booster in. That booster got a level. The other one was level 100 already, so yeah. All right. Well, there we go, y'all. I'm going to have to call it a day here. Like I said, I got to go get pellets. It's going to be colder than shit tonight, and we are on our last bag. So tomorrow morning, if I don't go get pellets, we're not going to have any heat. Well, I mean, we've got an electric furnace, but it costs like $1 million to fire it up once. So we try not to use it unless we have to. Yeah, thanks again there, Manatee. I do appreciate it. Let's take a peek and see if anyone is streaming any DD1 on Twitch that we can maybe raid. Oh, there's a bunch of people. Vivian Meow is doing True Boss Rush. So Sonic is playing and Aragorns is playing. Any of you all know any of those folks? Vivian Meow, maybe? It's with an E. Let's see. How does Vivian spell her name? I-E-N. Meow. Vivian's a model on Discord. Nice. Vivien. Vien. Meow. All right. Well, let's send Vivian a raid here. Thank you again for the hype train and the subs. I do appreciate it. But anyway, have a good night, y'all. Hopefully everyone's having a wonderful evening. And I will see you all tomorrow. Take it easy, everybody.